I recently covered Millionaire coach Stormy Wellington and her $15,000 per ticket mastermind, where she said she hired a top chef to feed Black women, then blasted one of her mentees for having a low vibration plate at the event.
If we used to have two plates, we played together and said, who's royalty? They would say this person. I agree. That's a good way.
Coach Stormy said that she was disgusted with the woman's plate with hot dogs and hamburgers, which shocked everyone like, wait, you charge these women $15,000 to feed them hot dogs? Well, April Mason was watching and made sure that she was not slipping at her event. She charged Black women $10,000 for luxury suite tickets at the Atlanta Falcons game, and I would say that April did better on the food. This woman right here brought it to April Mason's attention. She said, now this is high vibration. And April Mason responded with crying faces, taking a slight dig at Coach Stormy and her low vibrational plate comments, the hot dogs and all that drama. The woman is saying that April Mason's food was high vibrational at her $10,000 event versus Coach Stormy's $15,000 event. But here's the thing. The bigger point is how Black women are clearly being taken advantage of. These women are pandering to Black women and saying everything that Black women want to hear in order to get them to open up their purses and get thousands of dollars from them in the name of women empowerment. Coach Stormy luring Black women into multi-level marketing, and April Mason promising Black women that she's going to teach them how to get a rich man. So these women paid $10,000. Thinking that they're going to an NFL game and they're going to meet a rich man. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and don't forget to click that notification bell for all updates. So here's the latest finesse. Boss chicks are running around here finessing each other. Coach Stormy charging $15,000 per head, and April Mason charging $10,000 per head to show Black women how to finesse rich men. And yes, that's what's going on here. Black women learning how to sharpen their skills and better finesse men. Meanwhile, these same women paying $10,000 for $1,000 tickets, they're being finessed by other women. Some of you may not know this, but these same women, they could have rented their own luxury suite for about $10,000 for 9 people. But April Mason, she sold it to them as an investment, telling them that they're investing with her to find a rich man. If they find a rich man, they will easily make that $10,000 back by finessing him. You see? Take a look at this. You have to see this to understand how these women got finessed and the language used to lure them into paying $10,000 to this woman. April Mason, she's saying, hey, beautiful. So you want to know where the good men hang out? She went on to tell them that she was hosting this event with 17 women and said, however, you must master the playbook first so you don't fumble the ball. And we all know that means fumble the bag. What bag are they talking about? Right. This is the same woman who said she was done helping Black women, closing down shop because how difficult it was working with Black women.
I wanted to share that with you on why I'm leaving this side of it, because the expectations are so unrealistic, because you can't have expectations like that and no preparation. It was kind of like trying to give a cat dog food and wonder why it's not taking it. Because you're using the wrong bait.
Did you hear that? Even exactly a year ago when she said that she wasn't going to work with Black women anymore, she was still speaking in a language that they understood. Talking about giving the man the right type of bait. Telling women you have to know how to bait a man. That's dog whistling to other Black women who are into the whole level up and finessing culture.
So with you using the wrong bait and coming to me with trying to make it work, I ain't got time for it. I got, it's just over 10 years of really having a passion to show women how wonderful they are by themselves as far as becoming a woman, and y'all still do what you do and still cuss out my customer service and all that because I want this and I want that.
Yes, remember when April Mason was done working with Black women? She started to promote her services to Black men, but I guess that didn't work and she knew exactly where to go.
Over the last 2 years, although, people say, why would she close if she was, making money? No, it's very lucrative. Put it like this. I'm going to keep it at 1,000 with you. If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff. You see?
Yes, she's proving herself to be true here. Finessing Black women is very lucrative. You have black women here showing you how you can charge black women $15,000 to go to an event and feed them hot dogs, then embarrass them, and I mean embarrass them, not just in front of the people at the event, but you can charge them to embarrass them in front of the world. And then you got this one over here who thinks that she's somehow presenting herself better than the other one, but she's really no better. She's charging them $10,000 to go to a football game. But before the game, she coached them on what to do when they see a rich man so they didn't fumble the ball, aka the bag. We already know Coach Stormy is a city girl. She told you she's a hood rat and a queen.
Sometimes I'm a hood rat, all the time I'm a queen. I'm very, very that. And I don't pretend not to be. I'm very a mixture of two. I'm a hybrid, by the way.
Chameleons are the worst of them all, the most dangerous. I've been talking about that for a couple of years now. Popularized the term and talked about chameleons when it wasn't cool, when everybody else was trying to be friends with them, when people thought April Mason was an ally. I had to come through and let you know this woman was speaking chameleonese. And she flipped on black women for a quick second, then realized she had to go back and get the bag from black women. She put out the book on chameleonese, teaching women how to identity switch. And I told you then, all of this is a form of finesse. Teaching women how to act like a good woman instead of being.
It was kind of like trying to give a cat dog food and wonder why it's not taking it. Because you're using the wrong bait. So with you using the wrong bait and coming to me with trying to make it work, I ain't got time for it.
Over the last 2 years, although, people say, why would she close if she was, making money? No, it's very lucrative. Put it like this. I'm going to keep it at 1,000 with you. If you ever want to make a lot of money, join the dating industry and give women fluff.
Yeah, she said if you want to get a bag, tell these women whatever. Tell them that you're going to take them to an NFL game or an NBA game and you're going to help them land a rich man. These women are obviously getting played, but when I think about why they're doing it, I realize they too are hyenas on the prowl. When I really look at this sneaky behavior, I can't feel sorry for them. I want to be clear about both women, Coach Stormy and April Mason. One is not better than the other. We're talking about women paying a woman $10,000 to show them how to get a rich husband. And she doesn't even have a husband at all. A single dating coach. A person teaching women how to do something that they're not doing themselves. If you're a single woman talking to women about relationships, I've said this before, you got to cut it out. You got to stop playing games. You can't talk about being friendly and submissive if you don't have a husband that you're doing that for. You can't talk about being submissive and you're single. No, what you're doing is talking about ideas. You're not living that life. This fake soft girl era, chameleon era is over, it's done. But I think everybody can see this is just how far rebellious women will go in order to get out of doing what they already know they're supposed to be doing. They will pay a woman that's not married to a man with money, or any man at all, $10,000 to go to a football game to find a rich husband. Or they'll go to women empowerment functions to learn how to not fumble the ball, aka the bag. When everything we're supposed to do as women to be suitable for a man, a good man, a righteous man, everything we need to know is available. It's for free. It doesn't cost $10,000 to read the Bible. It doesn't cost $10,000 to be a decent woman. But when you have the Jezebel spirit in you, when you have the conniving spirit in you, the spirit of the devil, all you can think of is how to deceive a man. And that's why you can never get anywhere. That's why every time you try to get over, there's a higher power swooping down on you just to humble you. It could really all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Word to Lauryn Hill. You think that not cooperating and respecting your man is just disobeying him, but you're really disobeying God. You don't listen to what he told you to do. That's why you're out here paying $10,000 here, $15,000 there, attempting to disrupt natural order. Now, here's my prediction with April Mason. She's going to continue to post how women are getting engaged from learning her tricks. And then when people tell her that's just engagements, she's going to post more pictures of women getting married. But you know what she will never post? The ones who didn't make it to the altar, or the ones that she helped that finessed men into marriage and they already got a divorce. Yeah, they're not going to count those divorces. These folks are out here calling themselves dating coaches. They're really finesse coaches. And then at some point, they turn into your divorce coach because all these games, tricks women are playing. Well, at some point, the man, he's going to realize that he got played. That's when the chameleons show their true colors. And then for my last prediction, I said this for over 2 years now about April Mason. How are you charging women all this money to teach them how to date and marry a rich man, but you're not married to a rich man? I predict that April Mason will attempt to find a man to get married. He won't be rich, but any decent guy at this point will do in order for her to monetize the relationship, but it won't be genuine. To all the ladies out there, please stop letting these people finesse you out of $10,000, $15,000. And then men, you have to be on the lookout for these schemers and scammers. The ones who went to all these women empowerment events to learn these tricks to put on you. And then one more thing about Coach Stormy before we get out of here. Because you know, she and April Mason, they have the same energy. April, she's just good at fake femininity. But the neighborhood talk, they picked this up. A person wrote, Coach Stormy is my kind of scammer. She pulled up in the rented Bentley that she drove herself, got out the driver's seat, hopped in the back seat, and opened the door herself. Iconic. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. What do you think about these women paying $10,000, $15,000 to these women, promising life-changing results? Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
It was kind of like trying to give a cat dog food and wonder why it's not taking it. Because you're using the wrong bait. So with you using the wrong bait and coming to me with trying to make it work, I ain't got time for it.